Hello, Netrunner fans out there in the world. My name is Steven.
And I'm Tim.
And we are here to present to you a monthly tournament game of Netrunner from our store in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have Chris O'Neill on the right. We have Bradley McPherson on the left. And these guys are going at it near Earth Hub against Reina Roja. And
Xanadu.
Yeah, immediately, I think Chris kind of revealing the type of Reina deck that he's into. Very heavy into the denial route. Xanadu, always hard to find room for that one.
Ugh.
But running R&D and seeing the Sansan City Grid. Decides not to trash it. Always a hard choice. Yeah, early game, it's just...
What's that thing that people always say? Always trash Sansan.
Always trash Sansan, yeah, that's it. But always is, of course, subjective.
Yeah. So we got NEH. We really know nothing about it so far.
And it could be anything these days, which is the problem. There's a remote. Draws a card off of it. And this is the best of three. The first game went to Chris. He won that one. And so now he has flipped it over to Runner. And if he wins this one, it's over. Drops Liberated, gets a bunch of money, and trashes the Sansan.
Yep.
That's pretty much how you want that to go.
That's what you do.
Bradley still has one remote that is unchecked.
It's just the Astro script.
Yeah, it hasn't popped up yet. Install a new server draw. Install in that remote. And then gains a credit.
Credits? Come on.
So this could be another like wraparound or something over there. First is credits. Second is the pop-up. Well, we can assume that's probably not an Astro. Pad campaign is accessed. Classic maneuver. And now that you've already paid the pop-up tax and the click to get in there, do you just go ahead and trash it?
I think I do.
They won't stop.
And he's that low on money.
Yeah. And Liberated doing some serious work here for Chris. He's always been a big fan of this card, and I really respect that and like it. The numbers work on it.
They do, but they feel so bad sometimes.
If you have 6, the numbers work. If you have 5 or less, it's so bad. Install, gain 2 credits.
I love this, just installing things behind that pop-up.
It's the greatest strategy.
Because you know it's just bullcrap.
It is every time. Until the one time you don't check it, and it's like, that was the agenda. Well, Sure Gamble's going to help here. Watch that be a snare or something.
That'd be great.
It's not unusual in NEH these days.
Dedicated response team, by the way, everyone that didn't know what the RT is.
DRT.
You run it, right?
Yeah, and it's just a bummer, especially for these Reina decks. They just want you to have no credits. Another pad campaign.
Yep.
Goes in the garbage.
That's what you want from Bradley. I'll gain a credit for this click, and you'll lose 5.
You lose 5, yeah. That's how NEH... I mean, see, now Chris is essentially going to run out of steam here. We've seen that Liberated. We've seen the Sure Gamble.
I love it. Bradley's just pushing behind that remote. It's so fun.
There's the Visage.
Now, Visage is the first time you click to draw, you get a credit.
First time you click
like
to draw, you gain a credit.
Professional contacts.
Mm-hmm.
I like that card a lot.
I mean, it's really just what Proco most of the time is. Parasite that pop-up window.
Yay.
And checking it with 4 could be a Sansan, could be a problem. Ooh, steals the NAPD. Nice.
I think that Bradley's okay with this.
Yeah. Now he's zeroed out. He's got no money. This is what we call an old school scoring window. And the thing about NEH is sometimes they can't take advantage of it as much as they want to. But if he just gets a simple piece of ice and an Astro script, I don't think Chris can get in here.
Yeah, there's just like a Quandary and an Astro script. It's beautiful right now.
Even just a Beal, anything like that. Just score it out.
Boom.
Install new server
Is
draw.
it?
His sleeves look pretty slick, man.
Yeah.
He's just gaining 2, doesn't have it, or doesn't think that he should have it.
Playing a little mind game with his posted bounty sleeves. He's trying to kill you.
Yeah, that's right.
Or is he?
Or is he? I've had worse for some cards. Love that card.
Do you use I've had worse there, though?
Well...
Like, you haven't seen any influence, really.
That's very hard. Unless he knows just from playing against these decks locally.
What's possible?
which happens in local tournaments. And there's a hedge fund. So Bradley now
Bradley is loaded.
Squarely out of the economy game. Reina Xanadu, not going to do a whole lot here.
I'm surprised that Chris hasn't poked like R&D.
Yeah.
Trying to get him to spend some money.
Well, Bradley's been doing a great job of keeping him distracted with remotes. There's Katie and 3 on Katie. So, yeah, this is a big old window here. Bradley's got plenty of...
Boom!
Oh, there's a Sansan.
Just been hanging out.
And
then it starts.
There's the Astro Script. So Astro Script to NAPD. This is pretty classic NEH opening. Chris now just at no money. He's going to have to poke R&D here, I think. Get Bradley out of... Man, it's so hard. He's got to trash that Sansan too.
I hate taking Katie at 3, but I mean, I probably would here.
Okay, Scrubber, nice. We'll take it. It's a card that's seen some play these days.
It's getting better
It's
slowly
definitely
but
good.
surely.
And Chris back at 0, just having a hard time keeping up. And can anybody keep up?
Chugga-choo-choo.
And there's the next Astro.
Train is on fire. Well, steam at least.
Yeah. And gosh, all these remotes having to be controlled. There's no central pressure going on here. NEH, you're so good.
Do we know what that far remote is?
No, we have not checked it.
Be an awesome Beal.
3 on Katie. And Katie against NEH, you know, it's just so slow. It's so hard to do. I've noticed that in my... it's so good against RP and Blue Sun. These more like glacier-y decks. Oh no! Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Now this is the tournament right after Clot released, so it's not been integrated fully into the meta at this point. I don't know that Chris was running it or messing with it at all. Same with Traffic Jam.
It's very likely it just hasn't seen it.
This is the kind of game that makes you want to put Traffic Jam in your deck.
I agree.
So breaking news or fast track in hand is a problem. Beal in hand is a problem. The whole thing is a problem. Sneak towards the correct answer here. Wow. Did not expect this out of the Reina deck. Ooh, baby. What was that card?
Protective.
Oh, there's the Beal. It's trained out. It's over.
Train.
Call it a day.
Call it training day.
We're going to go to game 3. Choo-choo all aboard. Game 3, Chris O'Neill versus Bradley. And my goodness.
Yep.
He had fast track in hand, looks like, too.
Yeah.
That is insane.
If he could have just sneaked toward it earlier, I think that the game is very different.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Meet us at game 3.
See you
we'll
guys
catch these
there.
guys.
Woo.